Hi everyone. So we are starting our lecture discussion here with this topic of the Constitution amendment, the constitutional amendment, or let's say you understand about how the amendment to the Constitution happens. All the other discussions have been done in the previous video, so there's no point repeating it. Do check it because otherwise, without it, you'll not be able to make sense that why we are not following the normal content list that any of the polity textbook does. So that is not what we are covering here. We are doing it in a very story format manner so that you retain things better and for longer, of course. Second important thing is that there is a prerequisite to you to attend this lecture, and you can pause and have a copy of the Constitution first of all. So you need a copy of the Constitution. I would definitely be showing you the articles on the screen also. But the way that we are now proceeding is that once we finish a topic in the lecture, you will do that from whatever sources you have, like जो भी book आप follow कर रहे हो उसको करोगे. कोई topic अगर NCERT का होगा तो आप उसको वहाँ से करोगे. If you are following any advanced book for an advanced topic, आप वहाँ पर उसको mark करते जाओगे that okay you are done with reading that chapter also. Do not keep things pending for later. वो कभी होता नहीं है. सेकेंड इम्पॉर्टेंट इज़ नाउ दैट वी आर गेटिंग इन टू दैट जोन जहाँ पर हम आर्टिकल्स भी डिस्कस करेंगे. तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की आपके पास एक कॉपी होनी चाहिए. यू कैन ईदर हैव अ सॉफ्ट कॉपी और अ हार्ड कॉपी फॉर दैट मैटर. यू कैन ओपन आर्टिकल्स एनीवेयर एंड हैव अ लिस्ट ऑफ लाइक व्हाट आर आर्टिकल्स या कवरिंग. उसको आप स्ट्राइक ऑफ करते जाओ ताकि एंड में व्हेन यू रिवाइज यू नो दैट ओके दीज आर द आर्टिकल्स दैट यू हैव रेड डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, वर्ड बाय वर्ड. एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली आपको रिवाइज करना बहुत आसान हो जाएगा. सो हैव अ कॉपी ऑफ इट. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट नाउ वी आर डूइंग हियर. अच्छा, यू ऑलरेडी नो नाउ कि अभी तक हमने कितने टॉपिक्स जो हैं वो कवर कर लिए हैं, किस किस बुक से कहाँ से सोर्सेज जितना हमारा कवर्ड है. ठीक है, तो दैट शुडंट बी अ मैटर. Question answer format is what we are going to start now. I have told you, and please do not keep texting me about PDF मिलेगा कि नहीं and all of that, because that is not something that I'm going to do. Handwritten है, मेरा भी रहेगा आपका भी रहेगा, so I would expect you to do it in that manner. Please believe in your hard work and not of anybody else's. ठीक है, चलिए. Now, and you have to have like the running notes all together. Now, once we start discussing on the topic of amendment of the constitution or amendment कैसे होता है to the constitution of India, firstly the first question that should come to your mind is कि इसके बारे में कहाँ लिखा हुआ है. क्या constitution में itself it is written that how can we amend the constitution of India. So if the first question you ask about that where it is written in the constitution, please as I'm speaking you should write the questions also. ठीक है, not everything is possible for me to write here, otherwise it will take very long. But you keep writing, scribbling, so that you have a question answer format. I have shown you that sample earlier. ठीक है. So in case you have forgotten, this is something what I was talking about, that you should have a question that where is it given in the constitution. So the answer that would lie with you is that okay, it is given in part 20 article 368. Accordingly you should have a question and an answer if you want the things to be better for you. Otherwise only writing this is also okay in a note making format, as short as you can keep it. So let's now discuss the first thing. So firstly हमने जैसे बात करी कि where is it actually given in the constitution that how it is going to be amended or what is the procedure, etc. So it is given in part 20 of the constitution, and very interestingly this part 20 of the constitution has only one article in it, and that is article 368 of the constitution. ठीक है. Of course it will have further sub clauses that we'll discuss one by one, but remember that article 368 of the constitution, which is given in part 20, deals with the topic of amendment of the constitution. ठीक है. अब now the first question would be that what is the need of having this article? Why is it important that we have a provision which deals with the amendment, or in short if you say so that why do we even need amendment. ठीक है. So why is it needed? Because we need to adjust to so the constitution needs to adjust itself to changing needs and conditions. Now when I was discussing about the basics of constitution in the initial lectures, इस पे हम बात कर ही चुके हैं. Constitution as a living document, that it keeps on evolving. Why it keeps on evolving? Because it will always be accommodating itself to the changing needs and conditions. ठीक है, उन सब चीज़ों को वो साथ लेके चलेगा. अब बात आती है कि ये आर्टिकल कहता क्या है. Okay, we have one article only, but what does it actually say? So let's read the direct article, the bare article from the Constitution. So as you can see here, that now how many total parts are there, etc, etc, ये सब हम पहले बात कर चुके हैं. So you should know that how many parts of the Constitution are there in total, out of which there is this part 20, which deals with the amendment of the Constitution, and you have this article 368, which states, this is the main heading, and then you have the explanations. The heading says, power of Parliament to amend the Constitution and procedure thereafter. Now, what are the questions that you are able to answer from this particular document? You see, first of all, first question that you are able to answer is that which authority is having the power to amend the Constitution? Which authority? It is Parliament. So your understanding ki state legislature ki abhi hum koi baat nahi kar rahe. We are not mentioning about state legislature right now. So only authority that we are talking about is that Parliament has the power to amend the Constitution. Why is amendment needed? So that we can adjust to the changing needs and demands of the time and the society. Second question is that this article not only contains that which authority has the power to amend the Constitution, but it also, in addition to this, it also contains that what is the procedure needed to amend the Constitution. वो भी इसमें दिया हुआ है, ठीक है. ये दो चीज़ हमें heading से समझ आती है. These are the two questions that we answer right from the heading itself. So you should have the things in the notes. Next is about that what is the clause 1 of the article says. Clause 1 of the article 368 says that notwithstanding anything in this Constitution, notwithstanding, मतलब here the idea is that हम ना किसी भी तरीके से regardless of anything that I've given in that note also, regardless of anything, in spite of anything, or despite of anything, you take any meaning of it, of this word. So regardless of anything written in this Constitution elsewhere, Parliament may, in exercise of its constituent power, amend. हम pause करके करेंगे. So the first question that you are able to answer here is that okay, Parliament जो है, बाकी provision elsewhere, whatever is written in the Constitution, उसको हम अभी नहीं कर रहे हैं. That is given elsewhere. But here, Parliament will exercise its power. Now, when you will do the chapter on Parliament, you will see that the Parliament has many powers. It's not only lawmaking. And in the that video, introductory video to legislature, also I've talked about it. कि financial powers होते हैं, या functions होते हैं, financial functions होते हैं, amendment का होता है, कुछ judicial functions होते हैं, legislative होते हैं. A lot many functions are performed by the Parliament. So it not only does the work of lawmaking. One of that power is constituent power. So if somebody asks you, these are all the conceptual points that I'm making. If you do not understand this, you will not be able to solve the question. क्योंकि ये कोई किताब नहीं लिख के देती है ढंग से specify करके. So you have to understand that what kind of a power is used by Parliament to amend the Constitution. It is not legislative power. Legislative power is lawmaking. It is the constituent power, that it is making something in the Constitution, making some changes in the Constitution. So first question is Parliament is the authority. Second question is what power it is using? The constituent power. Now it can amend by way of addition, variation, or repeal. So now the question is that what are the methods in which amendment to the Constitution can take place by the Parliament? It can add something, add some provision, that is also amendment. It can vary, which means some article is already given, but I want to make some changes in the already existing article, varying the content. That can happen. Or if I feel that there is some provision which does not require to be present as per the needs of the society, we will repeal that provision. So there are three ways in which amendments to the Constitution can take place in accordance with the procedure laid down in this article very clearly. So if somebody conceptually asks you that can an amendment take place in any manner, any format, any random manner, you will have to answer, although you will get the details of this answer later in the lecture, this one or next one. But you have to understand that if an amendment is happening under Article 368 of the Constitution, it has to follow the procedure which is given in this article itself. So the procedure for amendment based on Article 368 is given in this article itself. ठीक है, इतना हमें क्लॉज 1 से समझ आया. नाउ इफ आई शो यू दिस नोट अगैन, बस ये एक सैम्पल है, रेस्ट आई नॉट शो यू, आई हेल्प यू नो गो अहेड साइमल्टेनियसली, बट जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ डिड आई फ्रेम दिस. So now you understand where it is given, why it is needed. Then what does this article state? This is the whole article which is given. I have highlighted the keywords, that parliament and constituent power. Okay. Now what are the questions that we could have derived from here? Firstly, who has the power to amend the constitution? Parliament. Does parliament have the constituent power? If somebody asks you that apart from legislative power, is the parliament also having some other kind of power, let's say constituent power, so you will say yes. How they have it? In the form of constitutional amendment. Then what are the ways in which parliament can amend the constitution? Add करके, vary करके या repeal करके किसी provision को. Repeal means to end it. Where is the procedure for constitutional amendment given? In the article 368 itself. It has to follow its own procedure. I hope now you are able to understand how we are decoding each and every aspect of the articles given in the constitution. Now this was clause 1 of the article 368. But before we go further, we will have to go into the debates of the Constituent Assembly, where we will try to understand that what the constitution makers were having in mind while they were trying to formulate this. So the next thing that we'll try to understand is that, I hope you have written the answers to these questions. You have this, you can pause and write from here, so I'm not repeating. Next is, if you talk about let's say पंडित नेहरू, जवाहरलाल नेहरू, because हम उनसे स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं चीज़ों को समझना, तो उन्होंने क्या ऑब्जर्व करा? व्हाट डिड ही ऑब्जर्व अबाउट दिस होल प्रोसेस ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट? नाउ ही had this idea in mind that okay, whenever we are talking about the constitution or amendment and we have a written constitution, we have to definitely take care of it, but at the same time the other thing that we will also take care is parliamentary sovereignty. We have talked about this term earlier. I hope you remember features में, ठीक है, revise कर लीजिएगा if you don't remember your earlier videos. Parliamentary sovereignty, we have talked about it. Now in the parliamentary sovereignty, what you have to remember is कि parliament जो है वो हमारे यहाँ सुप्रीम है. हमारे यहाँ जो ऑफिस होल्डर्स हैं वो सुप्रीम नहीं है, ठीक है. पार्लियामेंट सुप्रीम है, लेकिन पार्लियामेंट से भी ऊपर कौन सुप्रीम होगा? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सो बेसिकली ये ब्रिटिश कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से आता है पार्लियामेंट्री सोवरेनिटी, एंड जुडिशियल सुप्रीमेसी कम्स फ्रॉम योर यूएस. तो हम दोनों का एक बैलेंस मेंटेन करते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई वी हैव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स एंड चेक्स एंड बैलेंस. सो वी डू हैव द सोवरेनिटी ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. वाई? बिकॉज इट इज़ एन इलेक्टेड बॉडी. अगर हम सिर्फ लोकसभा की बात करते हैं, डायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड बॉडी जो कि पीपल्स रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को शो करता है. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि पार्लियामेंट की डू एनीथिंग एज दे वांट टू, बिकॉज सबसे ऊपर हमारा कौन रहेगा? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सो रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन प्लस पार्लियामेंट्री सोवरेनिटी दोनों हमें साथ लेके चलना है. एंड हाउ कैन वी डू दिस? दैट वी डू नॉट कीप द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सो रिजिड. इट शुडेंट बी सो रिजिड दैट इट विल नॉट बी एबल टू अडेप्ट टू द changes that is required for the development of a society. So we need to consider this also and this also. ये नेहरू जी का अपना ओपिनियन था. अब बात आती है कि अगर हमने एक ऐसा प्रोसीजर, ठीक है, अपॉइंट करा है जहाँ हम या यूज़ करा है विच इज़ नॉट वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल, विच इज़ नॉट वेरी रिजिड. विल गो इन टू द प्रोसीजर, जस्ट वेट फॉर दैट टू हैपन. But now that we have certain kind of a procedure which is not very rigid or which is not very flexible, what is the political significance of adopting that procedure? Everything will have some significance or some reason to adopt. तो यहाँ डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर का क्या ओपिनियन था? डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर here has said that if let's say there is any popular demand for changing the political system, that if people want to change the popular demand means demand by the people, because at the end of the day in a democracy we have to consider the people, right? So if there is a popular demand where we need certain political system to change, it should be capable of realization only if it assumed a considerable volume. Just hear me out, you will understand the meaning. Which means that if you are willing to, or if you are demanding to change an existing political system, you should be able, you should be capable to understand and realize that this can only happen if there is a considerable volume in it. मतलब लोगों को समझ आ रहा है कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं. In the sense that those who are dissatisfied with the constitution have to obtain a majority which is 2/3 of the parliament in their favor, which means considerable volume matlab a good number of people in your support. So when we say demand of the people, so people will not directly come into the parliament to demand. How will they present their demand? Through the members of parliament, जिसको वो लोग चुनेंगे, their representatives. That is why Dr. Ambedkar clarified this in the Constituent Assembly, that if there are people, public, who would ask through their members, so basically we are talking about the representatives, that is members of parliament, which is MPs. So if these peoples are willing to have some change in the constitution, they are demanding some change in the constitution, they should understand it that they should have the support of a political considerable volume to have a change in the political system. That volume will come if they obtain a majority of 2/3 of people there in the parliament in their favor. And if they fail to get it, okay, they will have to understand that their dissatisfaction with the constitution cannot be deemed to be shared by general public, which means if they are unable to, in very simple language, if you are demanding to have any change in the system, you show us that you have the majority of at least 2/3 of people in the parliament. If you fail to get this 2/3 of majority, you will have to accept the reality that whatever dissatisfaction you are having with the constitution, because if you're not having any dissatisfaction, you will not ask for a change. You're asking for a change, which means you're having a dissatisfaction. So you will have to accept the reality that whatever dissatisfaction is there in you for changing that, it is not considered to be the opinion of the general public. Because if you claim it to be the opinion of the general public and you are the representative, so you should be able to get this much of majority. And if you're not able to get this majority, so you cannot indirectly say that this is a people demand. I hope you are able to understand that, because it is a political significance. Political significance क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा सबसे political important चीज़ क्या है? हमारा right to vote, universal daylight franchise. Everybody is having the right to vote, and we are electing our representative because we have in the polity what kind of a governments we have. We have democratic government. तो अगर आप यही नहीं दिखा पा रहे हो तो आप claim नहीं कर सकते. You cannot claim it to be the people's opinion. I hope I've made myself clear. So having the whole discussion, we have seen Nehru's point of view, we have seen Ambedkar's point of view, and having the whole discussion, what it was finally decided that what kind of a system will we have or for the amendment of the constitution, what nature of amendment was finally adopted. They said that we will have the elements of flexibility also, which will be imported into a federal constitution, which is inherently rigid. Rigid matlab it's not easier to make changes, and that is why we are telling that it's not easier to make changes because you have to get a certain amount of number. ठीक है, 2/3 एटलीस्ट लाना, ऐसा नहीं कि 1/2 ला के ख़त्म कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, डोंट restrict yourself to hear that you will see कि मैम बुक में तो कुछ और लिखा है, it's 2/3 plus 50%. वो स्पेशल मेजॉरिटी exactly अडॉप्ट क्या हुआ उस पर हम बाद में बात करेंगे. वी हैव नॉट टॉक्ड अबाउट इट. वॉट आई एम टेलिंग यू इज़ कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में डिबेट में क्या डिस्कशन हो रहा था. ठीक है, सो अभी के लिए जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस पोर्शन, एग्जैक्टली क्या अडॉप्ट हो उस पर हम आगे आते हैं. सो द होल आइडिया ऑफ रिजिडिटी इज़ कि बहुत ईजिली यू कैन नॉट मेक द चेंजेस, बट एट द सेम टाइम हम थोड़े फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के एलिमेंट्स भी डालेंगे into a federal constitution, because we also need to understand that if we have very very rigid system, we will not be able to adapt ourselves to the changing needs and demands. Therefore a blend, that is why we call our constitution to be a blend of rigidity and flexibility. If you remember, we are going back to the features of the constitution. ये हमने वहाँ पर already करा हुआ था. Now understand, because we know that okay, we have a federal system, but when you will do article 1 you will see कि वहाँ पर एक term use होता है union. हम federation word use ही नहीं करते हैं, but हम कहते हैं हम तो federal system है. Now please understand the basic idea. एक traditional view होता है of the concept of, और एक traditional theory होती है of the concept of federalism. Now in the federalism, the traditional theory which is read and accepted by people, the very fundamental idea that they talk about is that either the amendment process has to be entrusted to a body. Listen to me very carefully, I'll explain in the simple language. Either in amendment process, अगर हम एक ट्रेडिशनल डेफिनेशन या आप बोल लो थ्योरी ऑफ फेडरलिज्म की बात करें, सो फर्स्टली विल टॉक अबाउट कि जो पावर होगा चेंज करने का अमेंडमेंट प्रोसेस, ठीक है, इन अ फेडरल सिस्टम, तो या तो अमेंडमेंट का जो प्रोसेस है उसका पावर शुड बी गिवन टू अ बॉडी विच इज़ नॉट द ऑर्डिनरी लेजिस्लेचर, मतलब जैसे पार्लियामेंट टाइप की बॉडी हो गई, ठीक है. तो ईदर यू गिव दिस पावर टू सम अदर काइंड ऑफ अ बॉडी विच इज़ नॉट एन ऑर्डिनरी लेजिस्लेचर, और you prescribe a special procedure for amendment. ठीक है, कि आप अमेंडमेंट के लिए एक स्पेशल प्रोसीजर लेकर के आओ, सो दैट यू हैव टू कंसिडर कि यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं हो कि द वन विच इज़ इन मेजॉरिटी वो बस अपने हिसाब से काम कर लें. ठीक है, इफ़ अगर हमने पार्लियामेंट में नॉर्मली बोला होता कि बस जिसकी सरकार है या जिसके पास 50% मेजॉरिटी है उनकी वजह से ही आराम से जो है हमारा अमेंडमेंट हो जाएगा, सो वॉट वुड हैपन, यहाँ पे काइंड ऑफ डोमिनेंस चलता फॉर द मेजॉरिटी, बट 2/3 विल डेफिनेटली मीन दैट पीपल फ्रॉम ऑपोजिशन ऑल्सो हैव टू सपोर्ट यू, बिकॉज ओनली द रूलिंग पार्टी, इट माइट नॉट ऑलवेज बी पॉसिबल, नो, कभी बहुत एक्सेप्शन में ऐसा कुछ हो गया तो हो गया, बट ऐसा यूजुअली तो नहीं होगा. सो द आइडिया इज कि ईदर यू गिव द पावर ऑफ अमेंडमेंट to some other body which is not your legislature, तो you will not have this problem or issue of majority कितनी चाहिए, support किसका चाहिए, ठीक है, वो issue ही नहीं रहेगा. You give it to some other body whose only work will be, that is why we call it as the constituent power of parliament. So you give it to some other body. For example, earlier it was the constituent assembly, ठीक है, which was specifically formed to make the constitution. So have some body like that which whose only work is to deal with the constitutional matters, and the legislative body should only deal with law making. वो अपना काम करें शांति से. और if you cannot do this, you have very special procedure for amendment so that majority जो है उस अपनी मनमर्जी ना चलाए, majority की will नहीं चलनी चाहिए. जो हमारा फेडरल सिस्टम है उसका रिस्पेक्ट होना चाहिए, ठीक है, कि उसमें सबकी बात जो है हम सुन के चलेंगे. सो अब इस पूरे प्रोसेस में, अब ये तो हमारे केस में नहीं हुआ, इसीलिए एक स्पेशल प्रोसीजर जो है उसकी बात की गई, दैट वाज इंक्लूडेड इन द आर्टिकल 368, जहाँ पे कि हमने समझने की कोशिश की दैट हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू विद द अमेंडमेंट प्रोसीजर. नाउ इन दिस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग कि अब there was a question in mind of the constitutional makers that how we are ensuring that there is parliamentary sovereignty also, जहाँ पे इसकी बात की गई थी ना, that this also has to be taken care of along with the overall supremacy of the constitution. How do you ensure this and why is it needed to ensure? Because we have adopted the system of universal adult franchise. We are giving the adults the right to vote. So we have to ensure कि पार्लियामेंट के पास भी भाई अपनी पावर्स हैं. तो अब ये भी दो तरीके से जो है वो किया जा सकता था, ठीक है. सो पार्लियामेंट्री सोवरेनिटी को इंश्योर करने के लिए व्हाट दे थॉट वाज, दो तरीके से करेंगे. या तो सबसे पहले हम करेंगे वही कि जो हमारा यूनियन पार्लियामेंट होगा, यानी जो अभी पार्लियामेंट जिसको हम समझते हैं, यूनियन हम सेंट्रल के लिए बोल रहे हैं, वो कुछ ऐसे प्रोविजंस को, ठीक है, ऑल्टर कर ले दैट वर नॉट टू बी डीम्ड टू बी अमेंडमेंट. मतलब वो एक नॉर्मल प्रोसेस यूज़ करके एक सिंपल मेजॉरिटी मतलब 50% से ज़्यादा सिंपल मेजॉरिटी यूज़ करके, जैसे भी नॉर्मल लॉ बनता है ना, ऑर्डिनरी लॉ, कोई भी लॉ, हर लॉ को तो अमेंडमेंट नहीं मानते हैं, बाकी में तो बस बिल पास होता है, अपना प्रोसेस होता है, वो लॉ बन जाता है. या तो फिर आप ऐसे करके करो, ठीक है, ईदर यू डू दिस, और दे आर अलाउड टू मेक चेंजेस ओनली अंडर आर्टिकल 368, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा कि आपको एक स्पेशल प्रोसीजर अडॉप्ट करना होगा जो कि हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में दिया गया है. तो दे ट्राई टू इंश्योर, द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मेकर ट्राई टू इंश्योर दैट वी आर अडॉप्टिंग बोथ वेज. एंड देयरफॉर जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ेंगे यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस ऑल्सो देयर आर सम मेथड्स ऑफ मेकिंग चेंजेस इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. उसको भी अमेंडमेंट बोलेंगे लेकिन वो दूसरे तरीके का होगा. इसलिए ये लॉजिक दैट हाउ हैज़ दिस हैपेंड, everywhere you will find the same thing, every teacher will tell you the same thing, every book will tell you the same thing, that okay, we have certain amendment procedure happening through article 368 special majority and some things happening from simple majority. But hardly you will find, if you do not read the advanced books, hardly you will find that you get the reason also that why they adopted both, because it was discussed by them to ensure parliamentary sovereignty because you have universal adult franchise in between. चलिए, अब बात है कि वी हैव ऑल्सो अंडरस्टूड कि when we talked about कि have a separate body for amending the constitution, if they ask you that do we have a separate body by provided by the constitution जो amendment करेगी, तो the answer is no. We already had a constituent assembly but फिर वो dissolve हो गई थी, ख़त्म हो गई थी. अब जो भी law यहाँ होता है वो हमारे legislative body which is parliament वो ही बनाती है. चलिए, इतना सब तो आपको बैकग्राउंड देने के लिए था. अभी तक आर्टिकल 368 का क्लॉज 1 इज व्हाट वी हैव सीन, बट रेस्ट एवरी इंफॉर्मेशन was giving you the details. Now we will have to see the next clause here, which is your article 368 clause 2. ठीक है, ये जो ऐसे ब्रैकेट में होता है इसको क्लॉज बोलते हैं. जैसे you will call it as 368 article 368 clause 1, you will call it as article 368 clause 2. ठीक है, उसके फिर अंदर में भी होता है तो उसको सब क्लॉज बोलते हैं. बट चलिए, what does this read as? An amendment of this constitution may be initiated only, focus on the keywords. ठीक है, फर्स्टली ओनली, यू नो अमेंडमेंट कौन कर सकता है, पार्लियामेंट कर सकती है, ठीक है, बट ओनली बाय द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ अ बिल. सो फर्स्ट दीज आर द कीवर्ड्स, फॉर द पर्पस, पर्पस मतलब पर्पस ऑफ अमेंडमेंट, इन ईदर हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट. और ये हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट बोल रहे हैं, अभी स्टेट का कोई रोल अभी तक नहीं आया है. ठीक है, एंड व्हेन द बिल इज पास्ड इन ईच हाउस. ठीक है, अंडरस्टैंड द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ ईच वर्ड. बाय अ मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टोटल मेंबरशिप ऑफ दैट हाउस एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ नॉट लेस देन 2/3 ऑफ द मेंबर्स प्रेजेंट एंड वोटिंग. अंडरस्टैंड, ब्रेक कर करके करो तभी समझ आएगा. लेट्स फोकस ऑन व्हाट इज रिटन हियर. फर्स्टली व्हाट इज टेलिंग, अगर हम इसको डिकोड करने की कोशिश करें इस आर्टिकल को, फर्स्ट नोट करते जाइएगा आप लोग भी. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट यू वुड डिकोड इज दैट देयर इज एन fixed procedure which is given, which talks about initiation of the amendment procedure only by the introduction of a bill. So bill introduction is mandatory for initiating a constitutional amendment. I hope you are able to decode the first meaning from that only word. ठीक है, और bill word, ये दो चीज़ हो गया. नाउ ये बिल कहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस हो सकता है, नेक्स्ट जो कीवर्ड है वो आपको क्या बताता है, दैट द बिल कैन बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड वेयर, इन ईदर हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, विच मीन्स द बिल फॉर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट कैन नॉट बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन द स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. दिस इज इन्फर्ड. ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स हम बाद में भी करेंगे व्हेन आई विल डिस्कस द ओवरऑल फीचर्स, बट नाउ वी आर ट्राइंग टू डिकोड द आर्टिकल्स. तो व्हाट इज इट इज टेलिंग, फर्स्टली हु कैन इंट्रोड्यूस अ बिल, पार्लियामेंट कैन इंट्रोड्यूस अ बिल, बट पार्लियामेंट करेगी तो वो सिर्फ पार्लियामेंट के ही दोनों में से किसी हाउस में होगा, स्टेट का कभी कोई रोल नहीं है. सो बिल इंट्रोडक्शन कहाँ होगा, लोकसभा या राज्यसभा. ठीक है, ईदर हाउस में पहले हो सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है कि इट हैज़ टू बी ओनली इन द लोकसभा और समथिंग, किसी में भी हो सकता है. एंड व्हेन द बिल इज पास्ड इन ईच हाउस, सो बोथ हैव टू पास. ठीक है, इट इज़ मैंडेटरी फ्रॉम बोथ हैव टू पास द बिल सेपरेटली. यूजुअली क्या होता है बहुत सारे केसेस में, जब हम ऑर्डिनरी बिल्स पे बात करेंगे तो वी विल सी दैट इन डिटेल, दैट एट टाइम्स लेट्स से देयर इज़ अ डिसएग्रीमेंट बिटवीन लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा, देयर इज़ अ प्रोविजन ऑफ जॉइंट सिटिंग ऑल्सो, दैट दे बोथ विल सिट टुगेदर एंड फिर वहाँ पे मेजॉरिटी देखते हैं. बट वो तब होता है जब कैसे डिसएग्रीमेंट हो. बट हियर डिसएग्रीमेंट हो जो भी हो, देयर इज़ नो प्रोविजन ऑफ जॉइंट सिटिंग. इनडायरेक्टली इससे यही इन्फर हो रहा है. ठीक है, क्यों, क्योंकि बोथ द हाउसेज हैव टू सेपरेटली पास. जब हम ये टॉपिक खत्म करेंगे आई शो यू द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस आंसर, एंड प्लीज रिमेंबर देयर आर क्वेश्चंस दैट हैव बीन आस्क्ड फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक, एंड एक एक माइन्यूट डिटेल उस पर करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो प्लीज फोकस. सो पास्ड इन ईच हाउस. नाउ व्हाट इज द मेजॉरिटी विच इज नीडिंग टू पास इन ईच हाउस, दिस इज वेरी क्रूशियल. सो दे हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट two conditions to be satisfied simultaneously. What is one condition? Majority of the total membership of that house. So let's say अगर लोकसभा है उसकी जितनी भी टोटल मेंबरशिप है, ठीक है, x है, उसकी मेजॉरिटी मतलब x/2 + 1 यानी 50% + 1. कोई भी चीज़ मेजॉरिटी क्या होती है, उसके हाफ से ज़्यादा तो हाफ प्लस एक भी एक्स्ट्रा हो गया तो ज़्यादा हो गया एटलीस्ट. दोनों हाउसेज में सेपरेटली दिस मेजॉरिटी हैज़ टू वर्क. नाउ नॉट ओनली दिस, one more condition is here, and by a majority of not less than मतलब at least कम से कम इतना तो होना ही है 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting. If you remember, this is what we have discussed, that you need to have 2/3. नॉर्मल मेजॉरिटी जो है 50% वाला वो तो होता ही है केसेस में, बट हियर डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर सेड कि ये एक एडिशनल चीज़ है जो आपको लानी पड़ेगी. दैट इज़ वाई बोथ द पॉइंटर्स आर इंक्लूडेड इन द constitution itself, that you have to have the majority of the total membership of that house also, which is 50% plus 1, and at least 2/3 of the members of that house present and voting. So it's not only about having total members, it is about उस टाइम पर कितने members present हैं, and not only about present members, उसमें से कितने लोग वोट भी कर रहे हैं. तो जो टोटल वोटिंग मेंबर्स हैं उनका 2/3 आपको चाहिए. ठीक है. Now you have to satisfy both these conditions in both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha separately, to get the constitutional amendment done. Then what will happen? Then it shall be presented to the president. अब ये कहाँ से होगा? ये present किसको किया जाएगा? President को. Once the bill is passed from both the houses, ये किसके पास जाएगा? ये जाएगा president को. Who shall give his assent? Shall word is having significance here, which means the president shall मतलब आपको देना ही है. may नहीं लिखा हुआ है. may लिखा होता तो मतलब दे सकते हैं, नहीं दे सकते हैं, but here the president has to give the assent. assent मतलब आप कह सकते हो final confirmation, मतलब हामी भरनी है, उसको आगे बढ़ाना है. ठीक है, अपना हाँ देना है, consent देना है. So president has to give the assent to the bill, and thereupon, so after the consent from the president or assent from the president, the constitution shall stand amended. So we will say that now the constitution is amended, which means the whole process is completed in accordance with the terms of the bill. जो भी bill में provisions दिए होंगे उसके हिसाब से we will consider the amendment to be done and finalized. ठीक है. So ये एक keyword को you have to decode. Now the next question or next thing that they give in this article is, provided that if any such amendment seeks to make any change, मतलब अगर ऐसा कोई भी amendment ये further चीज़ों में changes लाता है, उसके अंदर में दिए हुए हैं, जैसे A में ये articles, फिर B, C, D, E. ठीक है. So it is given that if any kind of changes are being made in these or these, then what will happen? Then the amendment shall also require to be ratified by the legislature of not less than 1/2 of the state. मतलब till now रोल किसका था in amending the constitution? पार्लियामेंट का. ठीक है. अब what we are telling that if these features or if any of these features, अब ये क्या है इस पे हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिटेल में बात करेंगे. We will talk, हम सब पे बात करेंगे. अभी just understand. If these features are going to be changed, then apart from that special majority, and then one lecture I'll also make on different types of majority. ठीक है, तो you don't have to worry. So special majority में दो condition थी. एक तो आपका majority of 50% plus 1 वाली चीज़ थी, plus at least 2/3 of members present and voting वाली चीज़ थी. ठीक है. तो ये जो condition तो होगा ही, ये तो करना ही है. This is to be done. Along with this, they will also need to be ratified by the legislatures of not less than 1/2 of the state. So let's say at any point of the time, let's say अगर आज हमारे पास 28 state हैं, तो half is what? 14 of it. So at least 14, not less than 1/2 of the state. So at least 14 जो है उनको तो consent देना ही है, and as soon as this half is number is done, ठीक है, वो मान लिया जाता है. तो सारे स्टेट्स को भी डू नॉट आस्क, जो भी सबसे पहले देते जाएंगे उसमें जब वो हाफ का नंबर वी विल रीच एंड वी विल कंसिडर दिस टू बी रेटिफाइड, मतलब अगैन फाइनल कंसेंसस देना. By resolution to that effect passed by those legislature before the bill making provision for such amendment is presented to the president for assent. What does this line say? That if these or these provisions, because they are actually the provisions which affect our federal structure, which means जहाँ पे states का भी role है, and that is the reason we are asking the state legislatures also to give permission. अब वो क्या है वो हम next class में समझेंगे. So if these changes are to be made, then the state legislature, half of the state legislature have to give their permission before it reaches or before it is presented to the president for assent. ठीक है, तो उनको एक रेजोल्यूशन, दो स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर विल हैव टू पास अ रेजोल्यूशन बिफोर द बिल मेकिंग प्रोविजन फॉर सच अमेंडमेंट. मतलब उस बिल में जिसमें अमेंडमेंट के बात की गई होगी उसको प्रेसिडेंट के सामने रखने से पहले, बिफोर इट इज प्रेजेंटेड टू द प्रेसिडेंट, द स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर्स हैव टू pass a resolution that we are also ratifying it, we are also giving it our permission. Then only that bill will be presented to the president, and then it will be finally, after the president assent, become a amendment act. What does these say, and what are these, all of these things, that and what are some other inferred meanings जिस पे questions आते हैं, that we will cover in the next video. Otherwise it will be very lengthy and you will not understand the core concept of it, क्योंकि article 368 इतना ही है, तो इसको हम डिटेल में अगले लेक्चर में करेंगे. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. In case you did, thank you so much. Let me know through the comments, liking and subscribing. Take care till then. Bye bye.